My Ray-Ban Meta glasses are here, and I'm really anxious to see what they look like and how easy they are to use them. I did order them online. The color that I chose took about 3 days to get it. It was fairly quick. The Ray-Ban Meta, and I chose the Wayfarer. I really thought that I would want the Skylar because they're kind of cute cat eye and a little bit more feminine looking, but I actually tried some on at a sunglass place and I didn't like the way they looked. So they didn't have this color, so I ordered it online. It is the Gen 2. So it comes with the glasses, charging case, cleaning cloth, and I'm sure there's probably things here I'm not supposed to show. So, Wayfarer. And I really wanted to take a peek at these before I started recording, but I couldn't because this is a very tamper-proof, obvious box if it's opened. So they can see if you've opened them and send them back. Okay. I think all of the charging cases are the same color. I'm assuming. They didn't give me an option. This is just kind of a pretty leathery color. Oh wow, the light's there. Oh, that must have been for the camera. I thought that was to pull them out. So I chose the black frames with the transition lenses, and they are supposed to go from clear to a pretty green when they do more like the sunglasses. But I really wanted to have the clear available because I'm primarily going to be recording indoors and I don't want to not be able to see what I'm looking at. And I do like that these glasses have the camera on the corners. I don't know, they must splice something together in order to get the video. And they're not heavy at all. They don't feel bulky. I see a light flashing, so there's probably a way that I can connect. The other thing that I noticed about these is there are little charging spots here. There's not like a USB-C plug-in spot. So it looks like maybe charging here and here, or maybe those are something else. Oh, there is a button there. Okay, that's a little button. It's not on this side. And there is just the littlest bit of a logo on the glass, and here too. Okay. Is there anything else? Okay, so this is a very simple design. Looks like it's just got the charger. That's cool. And that is it. Okay. Of course, there's a little, oh, there's cleaning cloth on this side. And looks like a little manual on this side. Scan to get started, so let's do that. I don't know if it's different for different types of glasses, but let's go ahead and scan that. Okay, so let's scan this. I've got my phone. Let's see. Install. I think I already have an account, so we'll see. Yep. Turn on my Bluetooth. And I have these, although these are cool. These are very cute, but again, the Oakley, anything round just didn't seem like it looked right on my face. Okay, so is my light turned on? Let's see. I know it was, but I have been distracted. Okay, no. Okay, so I need to remove the tab and leave them still inside the case. This feels a little strange. Okay, there we go. Leave the glasses inside the case. The LED will turn blue. If you don't see the blue, press and hold. Okay, so I probably messed up because I already pulled that tab. Press and hold the button on the back of the case. I would have... Oh, there's a button here. For 5 seconds. Release when it turns blue. How about I actually read the whole directions and not get ahead of myself here? There we go. Okay, I'm blue. Now, it's interesting, it's connecting through Bluetooth. Yes, the tab has been removed. Press done. Okay, there we go. That time it was very quick. Pair. I mean, I'm sure I'm not going to pair with anything else. Okay, so now I'm going to put on my glasses. I don't really love the connection on that. Feels a little weird. All right, I'm putting them on. I heard a little noise. Okay, so now it's just giving me some basics. Press the capture button once, which is the little button on the right. Okay, and I did hear a little noise. So I should be able to switch, which is great timing that I'm switching because what I was recording from just died. So, okay, stop recording. I can press the capture button. Okay, tap the touchpad once to play music. Well, this is a little tricky to record from. Okay. Oh, it's not going to let me do it because I'm still recording. Okay, so it told me how to use the music by touching the side, but I don't see... Yes, let's see if it'll let me do the whole thing again. Nope. So it's interesting trying to record on it, but I am curious to see how this video turns out. Because I know before I had issues with, my center of my vision is about here, but it would seem up or down, so that'll be interesting to see, as well as how the sound is. Alright, sure. Store voice recordings to improve Meta products. I'm sure a lot of people will not feel great about that, but I'm fine with it. Turn on my location while using the app. I am okay with that. Okay. Okay, I can see that I am recording, so this one. That really is what I'm the most interested in. Hey Meta, what's the tallest building in the world? I don't know if it'll work if I'm already recording. but my phone decided to die. I was actually recording on this phone, and now I'm using it, so. Okay, we can just skip that. We'll connect some more things later. That's interesting. Respect people's privacy. That's cool. Okay, so it says import because I just did those recordings, and I believe I'm still recording, so I'm curious how that's gonna work. So it's just, why does this feel like TikTok? Okay. So I'm importing. I'm not gonna update yet. I'm in the middle of stuff. Okay, so I must have timed out. I didn't see a notification that said, okay, I was at my 3 minutes. Of course, I'm having a little trouble because I'm trying to record and import at the same time. Yeah, it's trying to do that last 3-minute one. Okay, let me finish this one. It's funny that you can see my reflection. This wall is super reflective. I love that it's slick, but it's so reflective you can see, you know, from the window behind me. And I didn't notice that when I was recording on my phone because the way that the phone was angled. So, okay. Okay, I'm recording right now on my glasses, as well as I found another phone. This was the one I had been using, and this one died. This is the one I started. This is actually my phone. And so I have really had a hard time because I try to use my phone, but I don't want to fill up all the storage on it. And then I have other phones that I use, and I don't even know if I want to be on this camera or this camera. Anyways, I'm always jumping back and forth between whichever one's dead, whichever one I'm using to edit this video, and it drives me crazy. So I am excited about these glasses because I think it will help me just do small bits, small increments, and if it's easy to edit and get things up really quickly, that would be amazing. So it's a little tricky to record on them when I'm talking about them, but I'm thinking going forward this is going to be great. So let's see if it'll let me get to the next step. The other thing, I'm like, am I still recording? Okay, yeah, I can see that it is flashing. Okay, that's funny that we've got thumbnails of men, not anyways. Okay, anyways, can I like mark them and import them? Okay, so I can share them. Normally what I do is run things through CapCut, whether I use it on my phone or I use it on my computer, but I'm not seeing any videos. Okay, there's my camera. Okay, I did hear the noise this time that I'm assuming is my video timing out. So I need to remember that I don't really see a way that I can share this. Can I do a quick share to myself? That doesn't make sense. But if I go into my gallery, okay, they're there now. I didn't see them at first when I pulled up the CapCut. Oh, because they're not in my camera. They're probably in my... Oops. Oh, that's crazy. So I've got my video that I started on this phone. Oh, speaking of, I think I'm still recording over here. Yeah, I don't think I need to do that. So, I've got my whole video unboxing. I'm not sure if I'm going to love the jump from my phone. I'm so used to the 16 by 9 for YouTube. And I'm going to be kind of forced to switch. Oh, that's cool though. I just in general want to see the video from... That's funny. I don't see that other image, that other like wonky one. Okay, so that was the image. And that was my first video. I don't think I'll get some weird feedback loop. Okay, my Bluetooth is still on. Oh, but I wonder if that's going to mess up my recording. Of course, I'm having a little trouble because I'm trying to record and import at the same time. Okay, my first impression is my voice sounds echoey compared to when I use my DJI mic on here, but I can edit that. It's super reflective. Okay, the other thing I'm not sure I'm going to like about this is I don't know what my field of vision is, and normally if I knew that I was showing you guys these ugly, fire, whatever the heck those things are, I would not want to show, they're yellow, they're ugly, whatever, and the reflection. So it's interesting to me, these Meta glasses, because I can't see what I'm recording. I can see what I'm seeing, but I can't see how far, in. And one thing I did like about the other glass, one thing I did like about these is I could connect to that AIM app. It was kind of a pain to connect, so I'm not going to do it again. But I could connect to the AIM app and I could see what I was seeing. I would see where, so if I was setting up something, I could see that maybe, I'm crooked. And so I could kind of adjust. But of course, then once I started getting into tutorials, I would just do my thing and I'd end up recording up here instead of down here. So I don't know how much it really did help me. And the other thing I didn't like about this was the sound. So I'm really curious to put the two videos together of my phone with DJI microphone and the microphone on the glasses. So yeah, but overall, to wear them, super comfortable. I had that humongous strap with my phone that I was using for a while at first, and then I tried to do this, and then I had issues with it being too tall or too high up. So I'm really curious to see how this is going to work out. And if I'll get used to putting the glasses in there. Oh, okay. Let's get recording something. Okay, so I have been messing with this a little bit, and I thought that I didn't have a video. I had recorded it on the other one, and I was trying to find it, but it is on my glasses. I had turned off the Bluetooth because of trying to connect with everything, and because I'm recording, it won't import at the same time. So I was about ready to just re-record because I thought, okay, I must have pushed a button wrong, but I need to remember when I'm done recording that I need to come back and let it pull from my glasses here, because see, I do have another video there that I wasn't seeing at first. When I pulled it into CapCut, all I was seeing was this one for 44 seconds, and I got a little nervous, but looks like there is more. So I'm gonna stop recording, make sure everything imports and I have everything together, and then I can put my CapCut video together. Okay, so this is what it looks like when I am recording. I am trying to figure out exactly where my center point is, because this I am perfectly centered looking at myself, but I think I need to be a little more like this in order for the camera to have me centered. So I need to figure that out. But overall, I feel like they're not obnoxious. The cameras, you know, aren't going to bother anybody really just wearing them. But of course, it's very obvious when you are recording, which I think is great, that people will know that you're recording if you are out in public. But overall, they're very comfortable to wear. I do have the clear, and they get just a little bit of green here in the lighting in here, and then when I do go outside, they turn a real pretty like dark brown sunglass look. So I do like the transitions. I'm glad I got those. But overall, I'm excited to see how easy it is to use these and upload, edit, the whole process. So I'm excited to see what happens. Let me know your thoughts. Thanks for watching.